Hello guys, another day has passed from the Euro 2024 and today we had some interesting matches to say the least. We've seen a lot of goals, a lot of chances, a lot of things. Before diving into anything, I want to point out something. Look at the two player of the matches here. Rodri and Bellingham both scored. Yeah, Bellingham goal was the reason why England are still in the tournament. But in my opinion, Mainu, Gay and Rice, the three of them had a pretty much a better game compared to Bellingham. I was checking X around with some comments, and it was pretty ugly for Bellingham, saying that he disappeared, he did something, blah blah blah. And at the end, he was the national hero. What a quick turnaround of events. Yeah, this can happen, but from UEFA to crown him man of the match for a good goal, but still Mainu and Gay, the two of them specifically, were far superior. Mainu for me was the best player until he stayed on the field, and after that Gay continued his form. I know that he received a yellow card and he will be suspended for the quarters, but it was a poor mistake from Trippier, and then Gay had to cover, and that's why he received a yellow card. But apart from that, he was amazing, and I believe that's just a Real Madrid tax. And then you see player of the match Rodri. I know that he scored a goal and he controlled the game, but Ruiz and Nick Williams and even Yamal, in my opinion, the three of them deserved more the award. Yeah, you say, okay, you own Gay, you own Ruiz, you own Williams, that's why you want it. No, if the game finished 2-1 and let's say someone else scored a goal, I would say yes. But Rodri controlled the game, but Ruiz made a lot of tackles defensively as well. Nick Williams tore up the defense of Georgia. Sorry about that. But yeah, they didn't receive the man of the match. So yeah, that's I wanted to pinpoint that this player of the match, you should be targeting a player that is like a talisman for the team. KDB for Belgium, Modric was that for Croatia, Kante is doing that for France. If Cristiano Ronaldo scores a goal, he will be man of the match 1,000,000%. Rodri is the star of the Spanish team. Yeah, Bellingham is the star boy. No, not the star boy. Saka is the star boy, the main player from England as well. So that's why they're receiving those Man of the Match awards. It's basically a popularity contest. Yesterday, Germany against Denmark, Schlotterbeck had a similar game to Rudiger. He made an assist with an awesome pass, and Rudiger got the Man of the Match. I cannot wrap my head around the Man of the Match award, but enough saying about that. We had pretty amazing games, and now we can go and see the matches and see the bracket view, and we're going to discuss it in a minute. Now moving into my site. Before going into the site, I want to say once again thank you to all of you. I am increasing my community day by day. We've gained a lot of subscribers to the channel, a lot of people joining the community, and I want to say massive thank you to all. And if you can see that go up there, it's 822 at the time of recording from 850. My goal was 800 before the start of the tournament, but now I'm aiming even higher. I believe that we can smash that target. If you can help me, please do so. I hope that you're enjoying my content and the advices that I'm giving, and specifically the deadline streams that we're having, because on those deadline streams we're making some serious decisions, and those decisions are winning us a lot of things in the game. Meaning, Benek suggested that I transfer out Morata and bring in Cody Gakpo to have a forward from the Netherlands, because after that they will face Austria and Turkey if they get past Romania, and Gakpo was the focal point of the attack in all of the games. He suggested to go for Fabian Ruiz instead of what was his name, Pedri, and he was right once again because he read somewhere. So if you want to hear some good advices on the deadline stream and you want to ask question and someone with more information that is tuning in left, right and center want to help you, once again join the community, like the stream, like the videos, comment the videos, ask anything. We're answering everyone. No one is getting away without an answer. So yeah, if you want to say something, say it. If you want to ask something, ask it. All of the communication is going smoothly and we're doing just fine. About my team, it was for around 70 seconds away from me activating the wild card because England were almost out, but now they are still in, and I'm not going to do that for now. If Portugal, Netherlands, or France, most probably Portugal, go out, I will be persuaded to activate it because there will be 3 players that I will need to replace. Gay as well, who is suspended now with that yellow card that I suggested, and I want to change Gundogan against Spain. So it can happen a lot of things, but for now I'm not activating the wild card. Tomorrow and the day after I'm going to prepare cheap videos, so I will prepare a wild card and a limitless draft, so be prepared for those drafts as well. But today we're going to focus on the transfer targets with the games that we already seen and how I'm seeing the tournament go. Before we go there, let's see how my team did. Pickford 2-pointer, he's going away for Diogo Costa. 1000%. Then it's Margay and Cucurella. Margay got 11 ball recoveries. I am waiting to see if they updated and if they add him one more, because this had happened before and maybe I'll earn another point. The yellow card was not okay, but still another point, 8 points. He got an assist for the equalizer. It was an amazing game for Margay. Basically the same result as Akanji, so it was 50-50. Compared to Walker Stones, he did far superior than the rest of them. Marco Cucurella, they received a goal. He ran a lot of kilometers. I mean, they were getting caught on the counter attack a lot of times during the first half, and he ran like hell, and that's the reason he got subbed off for Grimaldo. But in my opinion, he did his job and a 4-pointer. So from today's matches, I will be still taking Gundogan out tomorrow for Cancelo, because I want to put in Cancelo in just like Diego Costa, and I will be praying for the clean sheet from the goalkeeper. So basically the only player without a return so far is Pickford, who is going to be replaced immediately. In midfield, Fabian Ruiz and Nick Williams, an amazing game. Rodri was a good shout out as well. Pedri did not do very well and he survived only 50 minutes. I see Daniel almost starting the next game, as he did well and he scored a goal as well. So good performance from Dani Olmo. Up front, Spain were not very clinical, the forward line of Morata. Morata got deeper and deeper during the game. He got a yellow card, so 1 point from Morata. Basically, that decision to go from Morata to Fabian Ruiz gained me 9 points, and I'm more than happy to take those points up front. Harry Kane scored a goal for my forward, so I'm pretty happy. I was expecting that goal. I was expecting it in regular time, but still a very good goal. The English team, I'm not too sure that it's clean sheet worthy at the moment, because they were ropey in defense, and I want to see how they are going to improve. And they made some silly errors that could have led to more goals, just like yesterday Italy made the same mistakes and they were punished for them. But we'll see how we'll plan the things, and we'll go in a minute for them. We have now our first quarterfinals. It's Spain versus Germany, confirmed on 5th of July before the deadline. Basically, we will know the lineups for Spain and Germany on the deadline, so tune in to be notified and to see how to prepare your team. And on the 6th, we have England versus Switzerland. We will have to address that fixture as well. So now let's go and see how the transfers are going to look and what I'm going to suggest as a good transfer option. So let's go a team by team, and let's start with the team that qualified by very lucky circumstances. It's England. So going for England, Margay is going to be suspended. So let's sort it by points. Margay is the top scorer for now. Bellingham will overrule him because he got the man of the match, but still only 9 points. He got 7, so yeah, maybe an 8. So maybe Gay is still on top. Regardless, Gay is going to be suspended. So if you want to own an English defender, I would suggest you go for John Stones, as he's not so much more expensive and he's going to be nailed. We don't know if it's going to be Joe Gomez, it's going to be Ezri Konsa, or it's going to be, who else is in defense? Louis Dunk. We are not sure who exactly is going to play unless the coach says. So for now, keep Gay and don't do anything rash. But we'll see. Most probably it's going to be John Stones who is going to be transferred in. Not many recoveries, as only 6 compared to 11 to Gay, but still an okay pick. From goalkeeper's perspective, you can keep Pickford. If you don't have Pickford and you want to replace Donnarumma, who went out, or someone else like you just don't fancy, Pickford is a great shout out. He considered a goal, but that goal was from pretty close range and it was expected goal to say the least. If, by the way, Luke Shaw is confirmed playing and is going to be back into the lineup, he is a great shout out as well, because on that left wing, the space that is left there for someone for a left foot is going to be detrimental. And for me, Luke Shaw can exploit that. If Saka continues playing on that left wing back position, that's going to be interesting. We have to see if England made changes, because they will be facing a 5 at the back, which is going to be far different from the games that they faced. The only good performance that they had was against a 5 at the back. It was against Serbia. Against Denmark it wasn't as good, but against Serbia for sure it was their best performance so far. So maybe Bellingham as a shadow striker is a good shout out, and Saka as a left wing back if they decide to go that way, but we won't be sure. Harry Kane is a good transfer option as always, as we know that he's the central point. He's barely going to get subbed off. If it's a draw, he's not going anywhere, in my opinion, in those later stages, because you want Harry Kane to be a poacher in the box, and Harry Kane is a good shout out, at least in my view. Kyle Walker is an amazing as well option, but it's the same points as John Stones and he's 0.5 more expensive, and I don't see a reason for you to go there. Going for the next team that we have confirmed, that is Germany. As you can see, I own, sorry, I need to remove England. As you can see, I own the 3 top scorers from Germany so far, but I would suggest only to bring in Musiala and Rudiger. For me, they're the 2 best players in their team. Gundogan, it's not worth it. He's the captain. I believe he's not getting subbed off against Spain unless they score a goal like they did against Denmark and they need to hold the result, because if they need to hold that result, Gundogan is getting subbed off. Emre Can is coming in like against Denmark. And once again, it's basically 5 in defense with Emre Can moving out and coming back in, moving out and coming back in. So Gundogan is going to be a priority for me to transfer out. I will be looking for some players maybe from Austria or from the Netherlands, maybe a Swiss player. We're going to see them in a minute, but for now, Gundogan and Gay are the 2 players that I want to replace. In defense, we would know that if Mittelstadt is starting or not, and we will see who that left back is going to be, because that left back position, in my opinion, is going to be so important, because Dani Carvajal is not as fast as the left backs for Germany, and to exploit that space on the left with most probably Sane is going to be starting as well, and a left winger from left back Mittelstadt or Raum is going to be a good thing to consider. I would consider them adding them to the side. I know that it's an extra defender and I prefer to come in with more Spanish players, but for now we're going to keep it that way. Wirtz, I don't see him as an option. He's either getting subbed off early or being a bench option. Füllkrug is not an option in my opinion. Kai Havertz is on penalties and he's getting a lot of chances during the game, and this might be important against Spain, but still I fancy more other strikers and I don't have enough space for him. Elsewhere, I don't see anyone that I fancy more. Maybe Jonathan Tah is a better option, but if you own Rudiger, for me, he's the best option from their team. Going next to the Spanish team, and here I would suggest basically everyone. So in goal, Unai Simon is a good option. The issue here is that the defense is performing so well that he's barely making any saves. Against Germany, he might be required to make some saves, but if you own Pickford in goal and Diogo Costa, I would suggest that you keep it that way. In defense, Carvajal, Marc Cucurella, both of them are amazing options. Cucurella plays so high. Basically, every time when they are attacking, he's playing as a outside of the box midfielder who is ready for a rebound to shoot or progress the ball elsewhere. So he's an amazing option. On the other side, Carvajal is good as well because he's jumping on corners. And today, the Georgian goalkeeper made an amazing save, and I believe that another goal was coming his way. I know that it's only 3 points for now, but yeah, when you can see the goal, it's tricky to improve. Lenormand and Laporte, I will not invest in. Yeah, they are good on set pieces, but I believe Germany are good on set pieces as well, and I don't expect specifically Lenormand or Laporte to be not marked. While Carvajal, I expect him to be like a little bit tricky. On the left side of the attack, Cucurella, Nick Williams and Fabian Ruiz, I suggest you pick the three of them. I was expecting Nick Williams and Cucurella to overlap and do all those things. That was amazing, but thanks to Benek, I included Fabian Ruiz as well on that left channel that he was enjoying, and that triangle on the left. Oh my god, that was amazing. I enjoyed that so much, and I am more than happy that I am relying on that. To be fair, Yamal on the right, what an amazing player. This young boy should have scored a goal, should have had another assist. It was ruled out for an offside. If you can find an attacking option, I more prefer Yamal compared to Kai Havertz, even though he has no penalties. He's so rapid, he's so exciting, he's so good that I don't expect him to slack any more chances. Murata against Georgia, it was hard for him. Three people one man marking him, honestly, and I would steer away from him. To be honest, for now, I don't know who is on pens, but maybe it's Rodri. So Rodri for me is another great midfield option from Spain. Maybe I replace Gundogan with Rodri and I just lay with Ruiz, Rodri, and Nick Williams. We will see about that, but for now, Spain were amazing. Yeah, they conceded, but they conceded an own goal, and next game they're not going to do that, and they haven't conceded from an opposition player so far, and they're so comfortable on the ball, on the attack. Watching England and then Spain, it was like they were playing a different sport, and I'm more than happy that I invested heavily in the Spanish midfield, not in their defense like most of the players were suggesting and were doing. I believe that wraps it up from Spain. I would avoid Pedri as he's getting subbed off early, just like Wirtz. Yeah, he's an exciting player, but he is not as nailed, and his minutes are not that good right now. Going into the final confirmed team so far, it's Swiss team. Here, I would want to see how they line up, but that's going to be difficult because they play on the second day of the quarterfinals. So I would need to know for sure that someone is playing. So for now, the only players that I'm interested are Akanji in first place. Another great game with a lot of ball recoveries, 8 points. The other defenders are catching up to him from my team. To be honest, maybe Cucurella is back, but I was never replacing the Spanish defender with Akanji. If that goal wasn't conceded, it was going to be the same score overall. Abisher is another great option. I don't see how England are going to score against Swiss team. To be perfectly honest, I suggest it's going to be a 0-0 or 1-0 to Swiss team. Swiss are playing more exciting football than England. Sorry, most of my viewers are English, but today's performance was poor. And if they don't change their lineup, it's going to be pretty hard for them. So Abisher is another great shout out to be into the team. Freuler is a good option. Yes, he has both recovered an assist, then one more assist, and then a goal scored. So this guy is doing a lot of damage to the opposition. Granit Xhaka is a bonus point magnet, so he's the star boy of and the star player. He's not a boy, he's a star player of Swiss national team. So basically he got 5 points just from returns, but I wouldn't go that way. If I'm going for a defender, it's going to be Akanji, it's not going to be Shar. Another option that is not very much considered is Widmar. He is not performing really well because not a lot of ball recovery, so I would go for a center back. So that's going to be Akanji. Ricardo Rodriguez is an okay option as well, but for me, if you're going for someone, go for Akanji. He's the best one. Abishen and Froller are doing well. Vargas, with the performance he had, most probably he is starting, but his place in the team may be rotated. Maybe they want to surprise the English team with something, but the top three guys are staying for sure. So now let's go and see the other teams that are yet to play and for me are going to continue. That's the France team. For sure, from France team, I would go for Jules Koundé in defense. For me, he has been performing the best from their defense. Yeah, Theo Hernandez is going ahead and he's performing well as well, but he's a little bit cheaper compared to Theo Hernandez, and he's doing basically the same job. So I like how Koundé looks a lot. Kante has been performing surprisingly well, but it is because the player of the match rewards. He received them in 2 games and he got a lot of points. I would not go there yet. The other player that I would suggest you pick is Kylian Mbappe. We don't know how he is playing against Belgium. Maybe Belgium will progress instead of France. That's highly unlikely in my opinion because France are going to turn up a gear and they're going to perform better. But yeah, from France team, for now I'm going to Mbappe, Koundé, and maybe Mainan. Those are the three players that I would suggest. Next up, their most probable opposition is named Portugal. And from the Portuguese team, I would suggest you consider highly choosing another defender compared to Cancelo. If you're on a wild card specifically, you can save a lot of money going for Pepe, for example. Pepe is there, he's nailed, he's going to play, so he's having a lot of amazing minutes. Nuno Mendes already provided an assist, so he has more points than Cancelo. The other four options that I suggest as transfer targets are Bruno Fernandes, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo, as he's going to play every single minute of the game. I don't know how he's going to perform in the round of 16, but if they progress, he's there against France for sure. And I would suggest for a little bit of a differential, go for Vitinha or for Bernardo Silva. Especially Vitinha is heavily overlooked. He's with 11 points and he hasn't done anything, and he's on the same points as Bruno Fernandes, who scored a goal, by the way. So yeah, that's good. Bernardo Silva is so high because of the Man of the Match award, but yeah, still, I suggest you go that way. From the next fixture, the most likely, in my opinion, is the Netherlands. So we go to the Netherlands, and I will suggest you go for Cody Gakpo, Virgil van Dijk, and Verburgen. For me, those are the three guys that are worth investing in. I know that Xavi Simons is performing well, but he is not as exciting as the other players. Maybe Xavi Simons is a guy that replaces Gundogan because he's in the similar bracket range and he performs amazingly against Romania. He will be in my lineup, but for now I will steer away from him. Gakpo, Van Dijk, and Verburgen for me are amazing. Ake is a good option, but I prefer Van Dijk because he makes mobile recoveries and he is 50-50 on the penalty situation, so another penalty taker is not a bad shout out. And the last team that we're going to see is the Austrian team. From the Austrian team, I suspect that they are going to beat Turkey, but they're going to concede a goal. For me, defensively, they have not been amazing, and I believe that they are conceding goals, so I will be not suggesting to you to bring anyone from the defensive department of the Austrian team. Up front, Sabitzer, Baumgartner, and Arnautovic are the guys that looks like the most reasonable guys. This Seawout guys was suggested, but he is consistently getting 4 points, so I suggest something similar. But yeah, Sabitzer, Baumgarten, and Arnautovic are for me the guys, but only one of them, most probably Sabitzer or Baumgarten. Maybe one of them will come on instead of Gundogan. We have to see, first of all, if they're going to advance, and secondly, how we're going to perform into the next round. So that's the team suggestion. I am not going to wait for now for the points to calculate. As you can see, round of 16 is underway, and I'm almost with more points than all of the match days so far. So I'm doing amazingly well. I have not expected that, and I still have 6 players to perform. And I don't know if I'm going to. If tomorrow someone fails, I'm of course going to replace him, but I don't know. Maybe Cucurella will go. Let's be real. But yeah, the rest of the guys are staying in the team most likely, unless they don't perform tomorrow. If they perform, it's going to be tricky. I will maybe have to take a risk, maybe to take out Harry Kane. If I want to invest in Gakpo or something like that, we will have to see. But that's a problem for the other day, for tomorrow, and we will discuss it. Match day 1 and match day 3 were already obliterated. Match day 3 I was the top of my league in that, so I suspect tomorrow I will be top, but I will be showcasing to you after tomorrow's fixture. You will see it most probably on the thumbnail which rank I am at the moment overall in the world. If I am in the top K, that would be amazing. Let's cross our fingers and believe in that. Thank you for everyone that made the additions to my team and helped me move around it. Thank you very much. I was suggested by Tom to consider Bellingham over Gundogan. Maybe that would have been a better choice, but I would have to sacrifice most probably Cancelo for Pepe, which doesn't sound too bad, but still it would have been hard for me to fit in Bellingham and Rudiger. So Rudiger was 1000% in the team. So yeah, it's a 50-50 situation. So I'm happy that Gundogan is there because I would have had to replace Cucurella, but yeah, those are good dilemmas that we have on our side. Once again, thank you for everyone tuning in on videos, on comment sections, on liking the videos, on subscribing to the channel. The subscriptions are going amazingly well. I know that I'm talking a lot this video about the community and everything, but honestly, I have the most amazing community. There are no haters, where everyone's giving the mutual respect to the everyone. I've seen that some of the players are saying that on other content creators, their ideas were not taken into consideration on my stream and on my videos. That cannot happen. By the way, I forgot to mention FPO Tom. He was the guy that raided my stream yesterday at the end, and he pushed me throughout the 800 barrier. Thank you so much for him. If you want, you can go and check out his videos. He's trying to reach 5,000 subscribers. I don't know if he hasn't reached them then, but if they hadn't and you still don't know who he is, go look at his channel, subscribe to it, and be part of his community as well. He's an amazing guy, and it didn't benefit him at all to rate my stream, but thank God that he did, because the traction that I got from him is amazing. And some of the viewers are still writing in the comment section. So basically, an amazing thing he did yesterday, FPL Tom. Massive shout out to him. Go and check him out. It's pretty easy to spell his name. You cannot mistake him. Once again, thank you for everything. Thank you for being part of the community. I hope that I break the top 10k barrier and we keep pushing down and down below. Let's see how it goes. Maybe my first top 10k finish in Fantasy World will be in the Euros game. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. A lot of fixtures yet to be played, a lot of decisions yet to be made. Join everything, be together, be part of the community, and you'll be helped for sure. And you can help the other guys with your knowledge and with your advices and your tips and your vision. I hope you enjoyed, but for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.